Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Feed the Beast. Pie here. Today we're going to be doing a few things, the first of which is expanding our house so I'm not completely living underground. So I took all the logs that we found in our previous episodes, or previous episode I should say, and put them all up here so I could decide what I'm going to build out of. And so we're going to probably use, I think, redwood planks, use some dark oak wood. I like how those two mix together. I've also got some sugar maple, because this is a orange color I like. And then I'm also growing some olive because I kind of think the gray log might fit in. So those are the four we're going to use today. Hopefully we get the house done to a much bigger size quickly, and I can move on to doing some B stuff or some computer craft or CC tweak stuff. Let's see, it's nighttime here, so let's quickly go to bed. So you can see here, got a bunch of redwood already, and I have a bunch of this dark oak, a little bit of olive, and a little bit of maple. So let's tear down the house here. Alright, so we successfully removed the house here. We just have our chests. Probably going to want to cut this out, maybe even remove this lake. We'll see. But to start out, we don't want the floor to be dirt either, and we're going to build into here. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of terraforming. I think that's looking pretty nice. We've got this all flattened out here. I left a little bit here, so technically we can still jump up. I'm not sure if we'll use it. But I'm going to use this to actually determine the shape of the building, because otherwise I have no building skill. It's something I need to learn. So we're going to start with a redwood floor, I think. Alright, so we got a bit of a decision to make here. I'm going to do a checkerboard pattern. So we could do just like dark oak planks, but we could also do logs or sideways logs, and I got to determine which one I like better. I think actually the sideways logs looks kind of cool because I can do something like this where every other one changes orientation. It takes a lot more wood this way, but I think it looks pretty nice. Amazingly, it looks like these basically perfectly worked out at the moment to not run into any of my chests when I was placing the redwood. But we are going to have to move these, obviously, before I place in the rest of the floor. So I guess I'll do that now. This is basically speed bridging here. To place these stairs, sideways speed bridging. You just unshift in place. It's interesting. I'm playing Bed Wars, guys. That's definitely what I'm doing here. Alright guys, so we were caving here and I just ran into another spawner. Also, I noticed that my hotkey to start my video is the same as the one that toggles the map mode, so we're going to have to change that. Let's make it so I can crit these guys. Actually, swords are good here, because I should be able to get sweeping edge. That's a lot of zombies. I had like a ton of ores above these guys in a cave, maybe 10 blocks up, so they were just all spawning. Alright, there's also a chicken sound, and we are at Y32, so I'm a little confused. Yeah, where is this guy? Yeah. How are you down here, dude? The cave chicken. Maybe we'll make him a pet, because you shouldn't be here, man. It's not a safe place. Alright guys, it's time to start some crafting here. We just went caving, got a bunch of bunch of stuff here. We found another dungeon with another one of the bees. I think we've got 3 of them now. Yep, steadfast drones. And we also found a chicken underground. Not sure what that was about. Well, literally, we found a chicken. So, we got 2 things we're going to try to do here. We want to start setting up some stuff with the bees and also start some computer craft stuff. So, first thing we need to do is make an apiary. And I've got some crafts ready here, as you can see in these 2 chests. So an apiary, if we look at it, requires this impregnated casing, which I have to make via a carpenter. So we got to make a carpenter first. And of course, we'll have to figure out how to power it. I haven't gotten that far because I haven't made it. But a carpenter takes a bunch of bronze and a sturdy casing, which is more bronze. So if we just grab all this and make some bronze out of it, like so, get a bunch of bronze, then we can make this sturdy casing here. And I think we can make the carpenter just by doing this. Perfect. And let's go deal with this spider before he starts annoying me too much. Where should we put it? Well, let's put it just next to this for now. So this needs to take a recipe, I believe. So we'll grab the wood that we're planning to use here and plop it in here. And that's the recipe. But unfortunately we need seed oil. I think we just put this in here and then it does the recipe. So squeezers, if we take a look at that, it's basically the same thing, but it takes tin on the outside. So we can grab the tin and the glass here. And I think we need another sturdy casing. Make that, put the tin all along the sides, glass, and then we get a squeezer. So we got this here now, but we want a bunch of seed oil. So I think, hopefully, we can get that from beetroot seeds, because I got a ton of these, and I don't need, like, any of them. So let's grab that, start filling these in here. And we're also going to have to power it. So that's the big question. How do we power this? We don't really have a power source yet. Alright, so we're going to try doing this with a Stirling engine, which is the next level up. I think it just doesn't work with redstone because, obviously, it doesn't consume power. And that's not ideal. So let's grab some stuff and make one of these. So we need another piston. And then we need to, I believe, make 2 wooden gears, which we can do like this by taking 2 stone gears. And then we can place those here, put this all along top, and I think we just need 1 glass. What was it? This can be cobblestone, piston, okay. Oh, I put wood up here. That was what the problem was. Okay, let's try this. That's still not working. I looked on the wiki. It does appear this was the right wrench, but for some reason, it just doesn't know about the squeezer. So we're just going to stick it underneath for now and make that work. And then that's running, and I think it does work. Yeah, see, it is working. In the meantime, I thought it'd be fun to actually make a desk for the computer craft stuff. So if you look at these desks, I can make the dark oak one. I made a little chicken farm outside with like 4 chickens in it. So let's see. We put this here. Grab these, get our 1 torch on top. Wait, what is this? A table. Interesting. I don't know what a desk does. I don't know what the point is, but I thought let's just make one and then see about it. Just because it looks cool. It serves no other purpose at the moment. Table, I think we just saw was just don't put the 2 things on top. So here's our table. That's Thaumcraft. And we'll see if we can place anything on top of these, but they're just decorative right now. Like I said, let's go check out the chicken farm. We have our pig farm that we've made, but we only have 1 pig so far. Chickens, though, we're beginning to get some. We got, I swear we had 4. Guess we only have 3 in here. But they'll expand. They'll grow. We'll get more of them. Alright, I let this burn for a while. It used up all my coal that I put in there, which was only like 13. But I think we can now take a bucket. Do I have a spare bucket? I don't have a spare bucket. Let's make a spare bucket. I swear I have it. There we go. I'm like, I know. I think we can just do that, get that one bucket out of it, and then place that in here. And actually, I'm going to move this guy up just so we can place another one of these Stirling engines underneath. So let's make that real quick. And now we should be able to just turn that on. Grab some fuel. We need to put in our recipe. Just try putting in one, see what happens. And we need seed oil. All right. So let's see how much fuel this takes. I think it's using it. Yes, it's using it. So very slowly, but we are getting fuel. And we can actually make our first apiary. Impregnated casing. All right, so we can now, if I recall the formula, and I think we need the resources still over here. Yeah. So we basically make a boat and then put some slabs on top and the impregnated case in the middle, and we get an apiary. Alright, so we got to pick the type of bee we're going to start with. I think I'm going to start with these meadow princesses and just start there. So we need these guys outside. They need to be able to see the sun. Let's kill some of these monsters real quick. Put these guys in. And I think that should be it. I think they might need a flower, but I think there are some near enough by. No flowers. Okay, so let's grab this daisy and put it nearby. Is that good? Yes, too cold. Aha. So we're not in the right habitat here. So that is good to know. The biome we're in, Maple Woods, must be too cold, which is why we get all these wintry drones. Alright, this should work. Yeah, we're cold and normal humidity. So this is working here. And this should go, and we'll see how many of the wintry drones we get. We can actually make 3 more of these, so let's do that. I need some little more wood, actually. Perfect. 3 more apiaries. Let's grab 3 more of these wintry princesses. Wonder what I forget what the difference is. I think a noble dies eventually, but if we get the pristine, that's an ennoble metals queen. We did not do that properly. Let's grab pristine stock, and actually, just to check, the drones, I don't think it matters. So let's see what we did out here actually already with the current one. This is pristine as well. So we're just going to place these all in here. And I'm going to need 1, 2, 3 of these. And now we've got a bunch of these going. Need to get some pipes on them so that they cycle indefinitely, but this is good enough for now. Alright, so while that's running, let's start with our computer craft stuff. So I think I can place that here. It's on top of the table. I mean, it doesn't have to be on top of the table, but it's here. And we can sort of pretend that this is just Linux to start with. CD and LS work as you'd expect. So if we look into programs, what already exists? Let's see, Clear Drive. So these are programs that are like the type of things that already exist, showing how list works and all that. So those we don't need to do, but if we want to run our own programs, we have to... modules are main and turtle. Okay, so turtle is how we run turtlebot commands. If we look into turtles, well, there's nothing there, but the module exists, which is how turtle works. All right, so we've got our first computer set up here, and what I think we want to do, we set this disk drive up, put a floppy disk in, is we can see now that there's the disk. So I'm not actually going to probably play with the disk. What we want to do here is actually create our first turtle, and I think we're going to make one that simply does a simple quarry, and that'll be our first attempt of anything fancy. So to make a turtle, Let's look at CC tweaks here. A mining turtle is what we need, which is a turtle and a diamond pickaxe. So we need another computer, iron, and a chest. Alright, we've got 7 stone here, so we should be able to make the computer and the turtle. The computer we just make like this, and then we can make the turtle by surrounding that in iron and putting a chest, which is how it has an inventory. And now to make it mining turtle, we're going to use 3 of our diamonds, which we have a number of now. So we can waste them on things like this, and then we can make a mining turtle. Alright, so now we got our iron chest. Let's place this here. Let's just place it there, and then we can place our turtle off to the side of that. Which way do I want him facing, actually? There we go. We can face him that way. And now, the first thing you need to do with your turtle, so you don't lose your programs you write in it every time you pick it up, is give it a name. So we're going to do a label set, and then I'll just name it Pi Turtle 1. And I think we can say label get, and it'll tell us what the label is. Cool. So we also need to give these guys fuel. So I'm going to give it 3 stacks of coal. And to fuel them, you can type refuel. And that uses 1. And if we want to use all the fuel in there, which you typically would, we can refuel all. And then it tells us the refuel level, which we can always just check. And I think this is the number of actions it can take. So the simplest way to do a quarry, there's a pre-made program called excavate. And if we type excavate and 8, it'll excavate 8 by 8 square all the way down to bedrock, or whatever size square you pick. So we're just going to type 8, and it's just going to go. And make sure there's nothing in its path. I think there is, so let's chop down this tree real quick. Perfect. Alright, so it's checking. It's going to take out nothing, actually, because I picked 8 by 8, like, perfectly, I think. So 8 by 8 just barely misses that block. So here it goes now, and when it runs out of inventory space, it will go back to this chest. So we probably will need a bigger chest. But this thing will just go now, and we should be able to pick it up and it'll just restart. Alright, we had our first apiary finish here. We got 4 drones, so we will get a lot of drones out of this. But not too much ability to mix them, because normally what I would do is make meadows and forest and mix them. The problem is we're cold here. Let's get rid of all this. We're cold, and so I think only the wintry ones work. So I'm just going to have to cycle these guys, hopefully get a bunch of their stuff. So we're just going to be cycling wintry bees for the moment. Actually, I'm going to work on that for a bit, and we'll be back. Alright, so we're going to just have to make a bunch of these Buildcraft pipes. Now, ideally, we'd be making an apiarist pipe, but unfortunately, that takes propolis, which I can't get from the combs, the wintry combs. So we're going to be making do with clay pipes. I think that will do the trick for us. So we're going to need some wooden pipes that can pull out of inventories, extraction pipes. We'll also want some cobble, and we'll want some stone pipes. Those don't connect together, I believe. They do basically the same thing. We'll need some iron pipes. I'm hoping this wrench works with that, because it's Buildcraft. And then clay pipes. We're going to need 2 blocks of clay, which fortunately I have quite a lot of clay, because it's underground everywhere. Alright, so let's test this out here. I think what we need to do is grab a wooden extraction pipe off the back. We will then also be powering that with our lever. So, can I place this lever on this, actually? I can. We'll do that. Let's not turn it on yet, though, because we need to finish the setup. We'll also then place a cobblestone on top of this. Clay, so what clay does, I believe, is it tries to put it in inventory and fails if it can't. Wow, guys, chill. Alright, that's better. And then we'll put another cobblestone here, and then for the next one we would use stone, because as I said, these don't connect together, as you can see. Cool, so we put the chest here, and I think this does what we want. So let's try it out. We've got the princess and the drone in here. So if we turn this on, we should see them start going through the pipes. There is the princess, I believe, and it went down. Or those are the drones. So we might not actually need this side if they can all go in through the top. They can. Okay, that worked great. So any what are they called? Combs to test this out with. So we're going to have to see if this works with combs, if they end up in the chest. Yeah, the quarry's going great too. He's just chilling down there, mining. Is that iridium? I'm not going to jump down and check. We'll see though. See if he can actually get it if it is. But he's already got some stuff. As you can see, his inventory is only 16. So we got 9 plus 6 is 15 here. He dropped off. Maybe it's only 15, but he's just going. So we'll see how all that goes. And this guy seems to have worked, even though it's just, I guess, highest temperature, maybe. They don't appear to blow up, so that's good. And we didn't get any combs still, so. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll probably do some more bee stuff and computer craft stuff next time. We'll see, and I'll see y'all next time. Take care.